There are times when you've waited on God for so long that you begin to wonder if anything is really happening at all. You're still praying. You're still trying to believe. But everything around you seems exactly the same. If you've been waiting on God and haven't seen any change, this video is for you. Waiting doesn't always hurt because of despair. Sometimes it hurts because of exhaustion. Exhausted because every day feels the same. Exhausted because you no longer know whether you should keep hoping or learn how to let go. You're not angry with God. You're not blaming Him either. You just feel worn down from waiting without a single sign. There are nights when you finish praying, yet your heart feels heavier than before. Not because you don't believe, but because you don't know how long this waiting will last. When nothing changes, we rarely doubt God first. We doubt ourselves. Am I praying the wrong way? Is my faith not strong enough? Did I do something that made God choose not to answer? These questions come quietly, but they hold on tightly. And if you've ever thought this way, know that it does not make you a person with weak faith. It simply means you are human and you are tired of waiting. There is a truth that is difficult to accept. God rarely changes the circumstances first. He usually changes the person within first. While you are waiting for a door to open, God is teaching you patience. While you are longing for a clear answer, God is teaching you to release control. These changes are not loud. No one applauds. No one notices. Yet they are preparing you for something that, if it came too soon, you would not be strong enough to carry. Waiting on God does not mean standing still. It is a process where you learn to trust, even when you do not understand. There are things that, if they came too early, would break you. And there are delays that are not rejection, but protection. God does not slow things down to hurt you, but to keep you safe for what lies ahead. Maybe you don't need to pray more. You don't need to be stronger. You don't need to pretend that you're okay. Maybe what you are being invited into right now is simply faithfulness in the small things. Keep staying. Keep being honest with God. Keep coming to Him, even when you don't have answers. God does not measure you by speed, but by the heart you bring before Him. Mature faith is not when you understand everything. Mature faith is when you choose to stay, even when you don't. Staying when there are no answers. Staying when emotions no longer carry you. Staying not because you are certain, but because you choose to trust. Sometimes, this staying is the greatest prayer you can offer. There are seasons in life when we stop crying. We stop asking questions. We stop arguing with God. We simply remain, and we wait. We don't wait because we are strong, but because we are tired. We don't wait because we understand, but because there is nowhere else to run. Maybe you still pray every day, but your prayers are no longer long. There aren't many words anymore, just a very gentle breath, a quiet whisper in your heart. Lord, I am still here. This kind of waiting is not beautiful. It's not heroic. There is no feeling of victory. Yet this is where real faith is formed, because here you no longer follow God for emotion. You no longer follow Him for answers. You follow Him simply because He is God. There are days when you look at others and wonder, why do they hear God's voice while I don't? But what you don't see is that everyone has their own journey. God does not lead two hearts in the same way. Some people are led by words, others are led by silence. And if you are in that silence, it does not mean you have been forgotten. It may be that God is doing a deeper work, one that words cannot reach. God's silence is not emptiness. It is a space where you no longer rely on what you hear, but learn to rely on what you believe. Maybe God has not changed your circumstances yet, but He is changing the way you stand within them. But you realize you are no longer panicking like before, no longer as desperate as before. The pain is still there, but it no longer controls you. That is not accidental. That is the quiet work of God. Waiting does not make you weaker. It makes you deeper, quieter, and more real. There are things God entrusts only to those who know how to stay, who do not run when they don't understand, who do not turn away when there is no explanation. If today you are still here, still listening to this video, still slowing your breath just a little, then maybe you are doing better than you think. You don't need to be strong. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to stay. Stay in the silence. Stay with a very small faith. Stay with God, even when you cannot feel Him yet. Because sometimes the most precious thing is not what God says, but what He is forming within you when He says nothing at all. If today you are waiting on God and nothing seems to be changing, remember you have not been forgotten. God is not standing still, even when you cannot see Him moving. This waiting is not meaningless. It is doing something within you, very quietly, but very real. And if you cannot believe that yet, just stay a little longer. Just stay.